I'm going to get directly to the point. Had a wonderful day, not because I shot any really spectacular photographs, anything earth-shattering, but it's kind of a continuation of what I talked about yesterday, which was trying to find something you haven't seen before or somebody else hasn't seen before and trying to find a way to make a good photograph of it that everybody will be happy. I'll be happy with the picture I made. The people who see the pictures might be happy with them. Some people will go, I never knew that. And today was one of those days. I went to an area near where I'd been shooting pictures the last couple of days because I knew sort of what was going on, but I needed to be able to find a way to find out. And one of the great joys of being a news photographer is you get to just walk up to people, put your cameras around your neck, your ID around your neck, a camera over your shoulder, look like you know what you're doing, walk up to people and say, what are you doing? What's going on here? It's that simple. So I did that. I walked over to two construction guys, had a quick conversation with them, saw what they were doing, made an interesting banter with them, and said, you know, what's going on here? I see what had happened. It began probably close to 6, maybe 9 months ago when a car had a crash. It ran into the terminal box for telephone wires on Huber Village Boulevard. And that box had been damaged heavily, been knocked off its center. I found out today that it had been twisted and skewed. The box was completely misshapen, but none of the cables were broken. None of the telephone service or the internet service was hurt when this car crashed and destroyed the box that all the cables were in. So these guys were repairing the box. They're repairing the structure that all the cables are in, the little telephone cables that you see. And I've got a photograph of it. That might be my final photo. I'll be linking it down below no matter what. But I got to see this in a really interesting way. I got to shoot it with the wide angle. I got to shoot it with the telephoto. I got to shoot it with my phone. I got to watch them try to put it all back together. I made photographs of the inside of the box. I made photographs of the container. I made a whole bunch of photographs of things that most people will never, ever get to see. I've seen it before, not quite like I saw it today. Saw the cable in a different way because it was a section cable I could hold in my hand in really great light. It really looked nice. You're going to love it. And I got to see the inside of the box with somebody working on it. I'd seen the inside of the box before. I'd done some minor things with some minor connections and minor cabling being done. But to see 1,800 pair, maybe 3,600 pair, depending upon where both those two big cables went, it was really remarkable. It's not something everybody sees. And I got to walk over to somebody I didn't know in a place that I knew about and say, what are you guys doing? All the things that you've learned, all the ways you've learned to talk to people, all the ways you've learned to look at objects in a different way, all the ways you've learned to use your cameras properly, all the ways you've learned to use the techniques that you've learned to use over all the years. This is the way you make great photographs. This is what you need to do every time. Go places you've never been before. Walk up to people you've never met before. Say hello. Ask them what they're doing. Learn their story. Tell it in photographs. You'll be a richer person for it. And I'll be back in a minute. I will. Thank you.